sorry. Are you blind? If I'll find any stains on my jacket, you're dead.
I walked over to my father as if nothing had happened, and I asked him to buy me a Ferrari for my birthday. Just then, the waiter came over to take our order, but I was still angry about what happened earlier, so I insisted on having a different waiter.
Sorry? Are you mocking me? Call a manager.
Excuse me, but could you repeat, please?
Call a manager!
The restaurant manager hurried over. I immediately told him. The waiter almost spilled coffee on me, and even mocked me in front of my father. The manager quickly apologized sincerely, and promised to replace the waiter for us. But I still didn't want to let him off the hook, so I demanded that the manager fire Tony. Seeing this, my father finally lost his patience.
It's a shame that I didn't teach you to respect other people's work. You don't work. You don't move forward. You always act as if somebody owes you something. I spoiled you. Yeah, that was my biggest mistake.
Dad.
Shut up and listen to me.
My father said he would buy me a Ferrari, but only if I came to the restaurant tomorrow to work as a waiter. If I could last 2 months without getting fired, he would grant my wish. Even though I hated the idea, I had no choice but to agree for the sake of the car. But because of my father's harsh conditions, my fate began to change. The next day, I nervously walked up to a table to take an order, but the customer immediately started giving me a hard time.
Bring us some coffee quickly and strawberry sorbet.
What kind of coffee?
You don't understand or what? Bring us normal coffee. What else do you need?
To avoid getting fired, I had to swallow my anger. Then I tried to make a cup of coffee, but I had no idea how to start. And the same waiter I had humiliated before came over to teach me how to use the machine. And because of him, I made it through. The next day at work, I noticed Tony holding his ear with a pained expression.
What happened?
I didn't hear the order. I didn't hear what they wanted, barely hearing you.
Are you deaf or what? Are you deaf or...
Not deaf.
Only then did I realize he hadn't mocked me that day on purpose. He simply couldn't hear me because of temporary hearing loss, and I felt deeply guilty. So I went to the table Tony had just served and asked the customers again what they ordered. I wanted to double-check the menu for Tony, then write down the corrected order and hand it to him, so he wouldn't make mistakes because of his hearing. After work, I asked about Tony's ear again. He said he had sensorineural hearing loss and would gradually lose his hearing completely. He still had a chance to recover if he got treatment now, but he couldn't afford the surgery at all. Hearing that I made up my mind, 2 months passed quickly. My father showed up as promised and said he was ready to buy me the Ferrari, but I didn't want the car anymore. I wanted to use the money to help Tony instead, and I told my father I would repay him with the salary I earned. Seeing how much I had grown, my father was proud, and he agreed to my request.